Your news tips are worth money. Call in your tip at 223-6059. We'll pay you cash. This is WROI News.
.1 WROI. It's time to take a look at your local news. The news today is being brought to you by Ulrich and Kite Heating and Cooling. For reasonable prices, experience, and excellent customer service, call them today at 574-223-6307 or on their cell at 574-727-0005. And by your Fulton County REMC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. We are currently sitting at 45 degrees under a mostly sunny sky here in downtown Rochester. We'll have a look at your full weather forecast a little bit later on in your news. Indiana Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch was our guest on WROI during her visit to Rochester Friday. We asked her to describe some of the Lieutenant Governor's duties and responsibilities.
The Lieutenant Governor in Indiana probably has more duties and responsibilities than any other Lieutenant Governor in the country. Most Lieutenant Governors serve if the governor's incapacitated, which I do. But in addition, constitutionally, I'm President of the Senate. Statutorily, I head up 5 agencies in Indiana. I'm Secretary of Agriculture and Rural Development. I head up Defense Development, the Office of Community and Rural Affairs. I head up Housing and Community Development Authority. And then I also head up tourism in Indiana. And in addition to that, serve on some dozen-plus boards and commissions.
She went on to say that much of what she has to do impacts farm country.
My portfolio business, those 5 agencies really have a focus on rural Indiana. And so that is, of course, a priority and a passion for me is supporting rural Indiana. Governor Holcomb and I believe that our next great economic development frontier is rural Indiana.
She then told us how much economic impact modernizing rural areas would have.
One of our biggest priorities right now is broadband and expanding broadband into our unserved areas here in Indiana. Purdue University did a study last fall, said that there are almost 500,000 Hoosiers that are in internet darkness. If all those Hoosiers were connected, it would result in an additional $1 billion to our state's economy.
And again, that's Indiana Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch. Speaking of the state's economy, you probably noticed a rise in prices at the pump over the last week. Petroleum Analyst Patrick Dehaan says we're not the only state that's been hit.
The national average is up for the 7th straight week, rising 7 cents to $2.70 per gallon, the highest level in 142 days. Florida, California, Nevada, Indiana, Oregon, Georgia, and Washington represented the largest weekly gains. The climate at gas pumps across the country remained less than upbeat, with 66% of stations nationwide selling for over $2.50 per gallon. Much of the story behind the upward push remains the same. Refineries carrying out routine maintenance, limiting production of gasoline as the nation continues towards the transition to cleaner summer gasoline.
As of Monday morning, the average price for a gallon of unleaded gas in Indiana was $2.69, about 2.5 cents a gallon more than last week. We'll be back with a look at your full weather forecast after this.
Ulrich Heating and Cooling is proud to announce their new name change. With the addition of Bob Kite, Lloyd and Sandra's grandson, they are now Ulrich and Kite Heating and Cooling. Together, they bring expert service and sales for all your heating and cooling needs. They are your local Armstrong Air representative. Armstrong Air is designed to deliver substantial durability, comfort, and energy efficiency. Call 574-223-6307 for service on any type of heating or air conditioning system. That's Ulrich and Kite Heating and Cooling. Licensed, insured, and bonded. Locally owned and operated for over 35 years.
Your Fulton County REMC is proud to offer the new Faster Exceed satellite internet service. They can now connect customers to their fastest satellite internet service ever, with broadband speeds up to 12 megabytes per second. For homeowners with fewer options for internet service or who live in rural areas, there's no better option than Exceed Broadband. Share photos remarkably fast. Enjoy better video chat with less jitter. Send and receive files quickly. Exceptionally fast web browsing and email. Listen to streaming music. If you're ready for a faster internet connection, you're ready for Exceed Broadband. Call 574-223-3156 today to learn more about the amazingly fast Exceed Broadband service offered by your local Fulton County REMC, your touchstone energy provider. And now take $50 off all new Exceed internet installs with your Fulton County REMC. Call them today.
And again, we are sitting at 45 degrees under a mostly sunny sky here in downtown Rochester. Culver is at 44 degrees and the Grissom Aeroplex is at 43 degrees. We continue to stay like this the rest of the afternoon with some possible wind gusts up around 20 miles per hour. Tonight, it'll be partly cloudy. We have a low around 34. Tomorrow, we see a mostly sunny sky. Could have some wind gusts up around 25 miles per hour and a high near 56. Tomorrow night, it'll be partly cloudy with a low around 38. Wednesday, we see a mostly sunny sky with a high near 57. Rain developing after 5 p.m. and a low around 40. On Thursday, rain likely, a high near 51, a low around 39. Friday, we see a mostly cloudy sky with a high near 59 and a low around 41. Again, 43 degrees at the Grissom Aeroplex, 44 degrees in Culver, 45 degrees here in downtown Rochester. This has been a look at the forecast for Rochester and all of north central Indiana. The news today was brought to you by Ulrich and Kite Heating and Cooling. Find out how you can save on your fuel bills with the latest in heating and cooling products. And by your Fulton County REMC, home of the Exceed Broadband Connection. Fulton County REMC, your touchstone energy provider. And for WROI News, I'm Paul Zartman.
Do you have the WROI News Tip of the Week? When you see or hear news happening, call 223-6059. If you have the top tip of the week, we'll pay you $10. That's 574-223-6059. 223-6059.